Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Wanted to make a quick video here. I was gluing up some 1/10 scale tires, and I was, well, here's a set I did the back side of. Hopefully that's somewhat in focus, but see how the glue's just uneven and, not that pretty. It works just fine, but if you're anything like me, I'd kind of like it to look decent as well, even though it's not going to look good after the first time out on dirt. But anyway, the way I came up with to make it look decent is I oftentimes have trouble with, like, when I pull the wheel, when I pull a tire away from the wheel, put glue down inside the wheel there. Sometimes when I let the tire go, it had already adhered somewhere and it doesn't go fully back into the groove that's there for the bead of the tire, and it just kind of sticks out, and you can kind of pull it quick and shove it down in, but it never, if it sticks just a little bit, it's never fully down in from what I can tell. But so what I do to counteract that, or at least what I did this last time, and it seemed to work out pretty decent, is I'll pick a spot on the tire or wheel, that I can tell that's where I start. Like for these DE wheels, I used the logo. I peeled this side apart and put the glue in and just left it go and pushed it in quick. I also had like 1 or 2 bands on the tire already before I'd pull that back. So pull that back, put the glue in, let go of the band, pulls it in tight, and then I go 180 degrees across from that and do the same thing, let it go, and I'm going to sneeze. Oh yeah. Maybe again. Maybe not. Anyway, 180 degrees across, do the same thing, let it pull it back into the bead, and let it go, let it dry. Once those 2 spots dry, you can easily do the other 2 spots, and it's easy enough because the glue runs a little bit. There's not a whole lot left to glue across from them, and I found that actually works pretty good, because apparently when I have the sticking problems, it's probably from a spot that was already glued. Like if it had glue here, like fresh glue, and then I try to peel it here, it flexes right there, and it just doesn't want to go back in because, I don't know, it just super glue. It's a pain in the butt. But so anyway, once you get that all done, you don't have to get a bunch of extra that it squeezes up out and everything, just so you get it so it's glued, that it's glued down here on this flat. Once you get that done, I actually have a bunch of reloading stuff. Well, it's actually behind me right now, but I had a home built bullet feeder for sizing my own lead bullets that I used to make. So what I did is I robbed the motor off of that thing. It's a motor I actually got off Amazon. It spins at a whopping 2.5 RPMs. That's the motor. This is actually the tray for the feeder itself, which it says 9mm on there, but this was a 3D printed piece. I may eventually actually make something different for this, or maybe even find a different motor, but for now this works just fine. It worked pretty slick, I thought. I'm sure they probably actually sell something like this for doing this, but this worked out perfect. I had it here already. So anyway, take the tire that you already glued, stick it on there, plug it in, and then, just for example, this is not hooked to a bottle. Stick it down in there and just slowly squeeze, and you don't have to move it at all. Just keep it right down there, keep it steady, and you can see the bead of glue that you're putting down. And as soon as you're happy with the amount that's there, straight up, put it under a little, what I use, I'll just show you. Got this from a local hobby shop, LCRC, I'm sure you might be familiar. Anyway, it's just a little camp dish that folds up, silicone, put this back a little bit, folds up, spray a little bit of zip kicker in there, put it over top of the tire, and the fumes from the zip kicker are what actually cures the glue. And once that's all done, this is what you end up with. Hopefully that shows up decent. It's just a nice, damn near perfect bead of glue all the way around the tire, and that's without using the rotary thing here. So it's not terrible, but as you can see, they're glued. I mean, they're not coming off. So just wanted to make that quick video. I actually might look on Amazon and try to find a different motor, or maybe just use this one and 3D print something different for the sake of doing tires like this, because I mean, this works. It's a little wobbly, but you're not really pushing on the tire or anything, so it works. Anyway, hope that gives you guys some ideas as to how to get a good looking glue bead. Like, comment, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thanks. See ya.